Winfrey to everybody on that island. You know, that's with underage kids.
At one point, they all started whispering, and I thought I've never seen that before. So after the movie, I asked them a couple of questions.
What if one movie could shake Hollywood so deeply that some of the biggest names in entertainment would rather stay silent than answer a single question? That is exactly the storm now surrounding Jim Caviezel. For years, Jim Caviezel built his reputation as one of Hollywood's most intense and uncompromising actors. To millions, he became unforgettable after portraying Jesus in The Passion of the Christ, a role that made him globally famous and permanently tied his name to powerful, controversial storytelling. Unlike many stars who chase mainstream approval, Caviezel chose a different path. He leaned into projects that challenged audiences, even when those choices made him unpopular inside Hollywood circles. Then came Sound of Freedom. The film became one of the most polarizing releases in recent memory. Supporters praised it for exposing the horrifying reality of child trafficking. Critics attacked it from every angle, calling it politically charged and controversial before many had even seen it. But the backlash only made the movie bigger. Audiences turned curiosity into box office power, and suddenly Caviezel was no longer just an actor promoting a film. He had become the center of a cultural firestorm. And that was only the beginning. During one screening, Caviezel described a moment that changed everything for him. In the middle of the film, audiences began whispering during one specific scene. At first, he didn't understand why. But when he later asked viewers what had caused the reaction, the room erupted with one phrase: Epstein Island. That moment triggered a chain reaction online. Almost overnight, internet speculation exploded with claims that Caviezel and filmmaker Mel Gibson were preparing a new project reportedly centered on Jeffrey Epstein's network and its alleged ties to powerful elites. Rumors spread that the film, said to be titled Kids on Island, would go further than any Hollywood production had dared before.
And then I had to ask him, why were you whispering at this one particular part in the movie? And I didn't.
On that island. And everybody knew it.
I brought this up a few years ago, and all of a sudden I was attacked by...
No official confirmation has fully verified many of these claims, yet the speculation alone has ignited enormous controversy. What made the story even more explosive was the way certain celebrity names began getting dragged into the conversation. Among them, Oprah Winfrey's name became one of the most discussed. For decades, Oprah built an empire on trust. She became one of the most influential women in media history, known for launching careers, shaping public opinion, and turning interviews into cultural events. Her endorsement could make unknown figures into household names overnight. That level of influence made her beloved by millions, and placed her under intense scrutiny whenever controversy touched anyone in her orbit. Online conspiracy-driven narratives began linking Oprah's name to broader Epstein-related discussions, despite the lack of verified public evidence connecting her to criminal wrongdoing in those claims. Social media posts, viral videos, and anonymous accusations spread rapidly, often repeating unverified allegations as fact. Many of these posts were later removed, but by then, the damage had already been done. In the internet age, once a rumor catches fire, silence often becomes part of the story itself. And Oprah's silence became deafening. As her name trended across platforms, many critics asked why she had not publicly addressed the speculation. Supporters argued that responding to baseless accusations only gives them oxygen.
Pick up on it, and they all started screaming out, Epstein Island. Epstein Island isn't the only island out.
So why is the media warning people not to see a movie about child?
Detractors claimed her refusal to engage raised more suspicion. Either way, the silence created a vacuum, and the internet filled it with endless theories. Meanwhile, Caviezel's own image inside Hollywood was changing fast. To supporters, he became a fearless truth-teller willing to challenge powerful systems. To critics, he became increasingly associated with controversial narratives that blurred the line between activism and conspiracy. Major media outlets questioned his claims. Industry insiders distanced themselves. Some reports even suggested his outspoken reputation had made him difficult to cast in mainstream productions. But Caviezel appeared unmoved. If anything, the backlash seemed to harden his resolve. That is what makes this moment so fascinating. This is no longer just about one actor or one celebrity rumor. It is about the collision between fame, media power, public trust, and the dangerous speed of viral speculation. Mel Gibson's involvement only intensified that tension. Like Caviezel, Gibson is no stranger to controversy. Once one of Hollywood's most bankable directors, Gibson has spent years battling scandals, criticism, and professional exile. Yet he remains a filmmaker capable of commanding enormous attention. If he and Caviezel truly are developing a project tied to Epstein-related subject matter, it would instantly become one of the most explosive releases in modern entertainment. Hollywood understands that danger, because films have a unique power that social media does not. Posts can be deleted. Accounts can be banned. Trends can disappear in hours. But a movie, especially one surrounded by controversy, can become permanent cultural evidence, replayed and debated for years. That is why every rumor surrounding this alleged project is being watched so closely. Fans are divided. Some believe Caviezel is exposing stories others are too afraid to tell. Others believe he is fueling narratives built on speculation rather than verified fact. The media remains deeply skeptical, and Hollywood itself seems caught between ignoring the noise and preparing for whatever comes next. For Oprah Winfrey, the controversy is different but equally dangerous. Her career has always been built on credibility. Trust is her foundation. Even unproven allegations can threaten that kind of legacy when repeated often enough in public discourse. In today's media environment, perception spreads faster than truth, and reputations can be shaken by association alone. For Caviezel, the stakes may be even higher. He has already sacrificed mainstream Hollywood comfort for the path he is on now. If this rumored project fails, critics will call it proof that controversy finally consumed his career. But if it succeeds, it could redefine him not just as an actor, but as one of the most disruptive figures in modern entertainment storytelling. And that is the real reason this story matters. Because beneath the rumors, the accusations, and the viral headlines lies a deeper question. When celebrities challenge powerful narratives, are they exposing truth, or creating new myths that millions will believe before facts ever catch up? Jim Caviezel is betting the world will keep watching long enough to find out. And Hollywood knows that if he is right, the next film may not just start a conversation. It may start a reckoning.